Jill Lepore is a professor of American history and affiliate professor of law at Harvard University. In 2005, she began contributing to The New Yorker, writing about American history, law, and politics. Lepore's 2018 book, These Truths, A History of the United States, was named one of Time magazine's top 10 nonfiction books of the decade. In her latest book, The Deadline, Essays, Lepore collects 46 essays that offer a prismatic portrait of Americans' techno-utopianism, frantic fractiousness, and unprecedented and yet armed aimlessness. Jill Lepore is joined by Congressman Jamie Raskin, U.S. Representative from Maryland. He is the ranking member on the House Committee on Oversight and Accountability. Raskin has authored several books, including the New York Times #1 bestseller, Unthinkable, Trauma, Truth, and the Trials of American Democracy. This is Great Conversations. Jill Lepore and Jamie Raskin, recorded before a live audience at the University of Louisville, Kentucky Author Forum.
Well, very cool. Welcome to the Kentucky Authors Forum.
Thank you so much.
And welcome to Kentucky. It's my second time here.
Thank you. Thank you. I went and paid tribute at Muhammad Ali's grave today, so I feel anointed.
Well done. And you got your own Louisville Slugger, too?
I got the little mini bat from the tour.
Well, this is an exciting possibility to talk to you about this magnificent new book that I want to brandish for our audience out there, The Deadline, by Jill Lepore. Tell me, as an historian, what the difference is in the intellectual project of These Truths from what you do in these essays, which are more snapshot vignettes on anything from Rachel Carson to Eugene Debs to the history of the bicycle and your involvement with bicycles. And so.
You know, in the 19th century, essays were often referred to as fugitive pieces, which I love. So people would publish these collections of fugitive pieces, just meaning that they were sort of fleeting, right? So there's a kind of fleeting quality maybe to the essays in The Deadline, whereas These Truths was just this sort of 1,000-page history of the United States that I published a few years back, was really my attempt to truly be a historian instead of kind of also a journalist, which is what I'm also doing when I'm writing essays.
Yeah.
So when I wrote These Truths, I would go to the library every week and get a pile of books because I was writing chronologically. And I have this running joke with the security guard at the library, like, he'd be like, "What are you on now? Did you get to Andrew Jackson yet?" So, I'd bring a pile of books and read a bunch of books about a period in time, try to write a chapter, bring those books back, get another stack of books, and try to just make sense of the sweep of American history for, like, when I was a kid, there were kind of like history books like that. There were like national histories, and that really fell out of favor. In the 1970s and 80s. So I was trying to do something.
Trying to take it all in.
Yeah, I was trying to take it all in like big sweeping account that would sort of be like, what is this country and what does this mean?
So do you favor one of these forms of history over the other?
I prefer writing essays because it's kind of in and out. It's like I don't know, it's like a polka instead of a waltz. Yeah. I don't know, just the pace of it is better for me. Like, I'd rather do a polka.
Right. And that security guard might have looked at you as kind of a fugitive, like maybe he thought you were taking some books or something.
Yeah.
Well, here's a great fugitive essay you've got in The Deadline. And it revolves around Kentucky. So I thought it's about as good a place as any is to begin. You tell the story of Leela and her brother, John T. Scopes, who grew up in Kentucky, but he ended up going to teach biology in Tennessee and was the subject of a criminal prosecution for teaching evolution against the anti-evolution statute that had been adopted by the Tennessee legislature. You point out something that I didn't know, I'm sure most people don't know, even in Kentucky, which is that there was an effort to pass that very same law in Kentucky, essentially, against the teaching of Darwinism and evolution and different kinds of science. And it was the first place where they went with this campaign, and the Tennessee legislature rejected it.
The Kentucky legislature
The Kentucky legislature rejected it. The Tennessee legislature adopted it. Yeah.
Yeah.